What's up, Vetpreneurs? Here I am at the Austin airport. I'm getting ready right now to fly out to Miami, Florida to go meet with a private consulting client. I love Miami. I love the beach, the weather, the people. I'm a big fan of Miami. So we're getting ready to go out to Miami, spend 2 days with a private consulting client. And I wanted to talk, what I ended up doing, right, is every time I fly first class. And I wanted to kind of explain my mindset between an investment versus luxury. You see, a lot of people, when they look at first class, they think of it as a luxury purchase, right? But for me, it's an investment. You know why? There's a reason that I fly first class. There's a reason that I buy nice watches. There's a reason that I wear the clothes that I wear. There's a reason that I look the way I look. And it's all because of I look at everything as an investment. Now, a trip, a family vacation to Hawaii, that wouldn't be investment. It's a luxury purchase, right? But first class is an investment. And why buying first class versus coach, why is that an investment? I do high ticket services, right? I do high ticket consulting. I have higher than average prices, which means that someone flying coach is less likely to have the funds or the career and less likely to be an entrepreneur than someone flying first class. Now, it's not being biased. It's not judging people in coach. There's nothing wrong with flying coach. I fly first class because it's an investment. The majority of the people that I've met over the past 2 years flying first class are entrepreneurs. The majority of them end up being at least a connection that can create more clients for me, or I've had a couple have actually become clients by meeting them in first class. So when you're looking at flying and you're trying to decide, do I buy coach, do I buy first class? A lot of people don't buy first class because they think it's a waste of money, but for me it's an investment. It's an investment, it's a networking investment. I get to meet more people who have more money, who have more money to spend, because as a business consultant it makes sense for me. Now, if you don't do B2B, maybe first class doesn't make sense for you, right? But for me, I do business to business, which means I do consulting with all kinds of businesses. So first class is my audience. So I fly first class, all right? And if we look at buying a Rolex, right? A lot of people say, I would never spend $7,000 plus on a Rolex. My question to you is why? It's an investment. When you go and meet someone, a possible client, a prospect, a possible business partnership, you want to look the part, right? Perception is everything. I talk about this all the time to all of you. Perception is key, right? I wear the clothes that I wear and dress the way that I dress and I shave the way that I shave because perception is key. If I want to create a business partnership with another successful business and I pull up in a 1990s Hyundai, and after I pull up in that 1990s Hyundai, I get out with Walmart clothes, the likelihood of me striking a business deal with them is extremely low. However, if I pull up in a nice vehicle, if I show up dressed in a nice way with nice clothes, if I wear nice watches, all of that to me, it's a business investment. Now, of course, I enjoy it. I love wearing nice stuff. I love wearing high dollar stuff. It makes me feel good. It feels good on my skin. It just makes me feel more confident. And when you feel more confident, your sales increase. It's easier to close sales because you feel more confident because you're confident in what you're wearing. Because it costs a lot of money to wear what you wear, and you made that money. You created that income, right? So it makes you feel a form of pride and confidence, which is also beneficial. But people want to do business with other successful people, right? They want to do business with successful business people. So even if you don't serve the business market, but if you're going to meet someone that could become a partnership, a business deal, an investor, whatever, you need to dress the part. You need to look the part. When they see you, the first impression is everything. The way you dress, the way you walk, the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, everything. That first 10 seconds is going to be their first impression of you. And once you have that first impression, it's a lot more challenging to change that first impression. So I wanted to do this quick video to explain that whenever you're looking at buying these high ticket items, whether it's flying first class in an airplane, whether it's buying a Rolex, buying that nicer vehicle, that $60,000 vehicle versus that $30,000 vehicle, it doesn't matter what you're looking at. Every time you make a purchase, I want you to think to yourself, when you purchase high ticket items, think to yourself, is this an investment or is this a luxury purchase? Because for me, every time that I spend high dollar amounts, it's an investment, right? I don't do high dollar amounts on luxury purchases. I do it on investments. A Rolex is an investment. Nice jewelry, I see Greg watching, nice jewelry, that's an investment. When you show up wearing nice jewelry, it's an investment for me because it makes me stand out. It gives a higher level of perception to that person that I'm meeting. Flying first class, it's not about perception. It's about meeting other people who are successful so that I can create relationships while I'm working, right? I'm flying, I'm working, but at the same time, I can leverage that time to meet someone, to network with someone, to get to know someone, maybe even sign a client. You never know, right? Greg says gold, exactly, right? So it's all about the way you show up, the way you appear, the way you look, the money that you spend is what creates more opportunities. So stop looking at high ticket purchases as luxury items. Don't look at jewelry as a luxury item. Look at it as it's a branding play. It's a branding tool, right? Your jewelry, the stuff you wear is a branding tool. So that's it. I got the airport coming on right now, but I want you to think about that when you're looking at purchasing your next purchase, when you're looking at taking that next flight. Spend those extra few $100s, extra $1,000, and fly first class, right? It's worth the investment. Greg says veterans seem to think that they don't deserve luxury. You know, I think more than anything, veterans don't think they can afford it, right? But luxury is not, don't look at it as luxury, you look at it as an investment. As an entrepreneur, look at every purchase that you make as an investment. Even a vacation to Hawaii. If I did a family vacation to Hawaii, I could look at that as a business investment because I can take pictures, I can show lifestyle of me traveling with my family to Hawaii, and guess what that is? It's more branding, it's more marketing I can leverage later on. So it's still an investment. Everything that I buy, I turn into an investment. I should get an ROI out of every purchase that I make. Besides like food, right? But I should get an ROI out of every purchase that I make. If I go to a nice, 5-star restaurant, I'm going to get an ROI out of it because I'm going to take pictures, I'm going to take videos, I'm going to talk about the experience because it helps in my marketing. If I'm going to go on a family vacation, that's an investment because I'm going to leverage that later on in my marketing. If I'm going to fly on an airplane, I'm going to go first class because I can leverage that to meet more network, right? So everything that I buy is an investment. I do not buy luxury items. Everything that I purchase besides the necessities like toiletries and food, it's an investment for me, right? Buying that $300,000 house versus that $100,000 house, it's an investment. Don't look at anything as a luxury purchase. Every purchase that you make, think to yourself, how can I create an ROI out of this, a return on investment out of this? I can create an ROI out of flying first class. I can create an ROI out of a Rolex. I can create an ROI out of that more expensive vehicle. I can create an ROI out of the more expensive things that I buy, right? So look at that as when you're trying to decide between that cheap product and that expensive product, don't go cheap. Look at that expensive product as an investment, and you're getting a return on that investment, right? So everything that I buy, I leverage in my marketing, in my branding, in my business in some form or fashion. So you got to change that mindset. Stop looking at first class tickets on an airplane as a luxury purchase. Look at it as an investment. Stop looking at that Rolex as a luxury purchase. Look at it as an investment. Stop looking at that Lamborghini, the Mercedes, the BMW, whatever. Stop looking at it as that luxury purchase. Look at it as an investment, right? People want to do business with people who are successful in business. So keep that in mind every time that you purchase something, all right? Think about it. Really think about the benefit, the return on investment. I'm telling you, even the smallest piece of jewelry can create a return on investment. Literally, a freaking watch can create an ROI. The clothes that you wear. I've got this V-neck shirt. I've got a $100 pair of jeans on. I got some brand new fresh Adidas. I've got a lined up beard. I look the part, right? So understand that's important here. You got to look at every purchase as an investment. Once you change that mindset, once you do that mindset shift, everything will change for you, all right? And you can always get your CPA, find a way to write things off, all right? But me, if I don't spend that extra money on a first class ticket, I'm just going to end up giving that money to Uncle Sam anyways at the end of the year for taxes. So I might as well enjoy that money, right? The more money I spend, the less money I have to give to Uncle Sam. So that's another way of looking at it as an investment. So keep that in mind. Every purchase you look at, try to figure out what's the ROI, what's the return on investment of that purchase, and that will change everything for you. I promise you, there's not one thing that I can buy besides necessities that I can't create an ROI out of. So think about that every time you buy something. How do I create an ROI out of this? I'm talking about high ticket things, airplane tickets, cars, houses, jewelry, clothes. All of that can create an ROI if you leverage it the right way. And that's my message for this morning. I'll check in after I get into Miami and checked into my hotel. All right, later, guys.